Good morning, beautiful people. Danielle here from Transcendence to the Truth. I am your quantum energy healer, men's intimacy mentor, and intuitive counselor. I'm coming from Cairns on this beautiful day where I'm very blinded. I come up onto the rooftop actually to eat my breakfast, and it's just divine deliciousness. I'm going to wait for a couple of people to jump on. I know it's school holidays, so people are probably out and about. I don't even know the time. Doing family things, or you might be at work, or you might have days off. Let me know. Do a 1 now if you're watching live, and a 2 if you're watching the replay, and tell me what your plans are for this morning. Tell me what you like to wake up and do. I like to wake up on the boat and eat my breakfast with all my beautiful supplements. I've actually been starting to use MTC oil. It's great for brain function and nootropics, which I used to take a long time ago when I actually had created the illness within my body. Don't mind the jet skis. And nootropics is like your mental clarity is just like intense. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Mick. Good morning, Adele. Hi, Donna. Yay! Some beautiful faces. Hi, Gary. So I want to talk to you all this morning about the reason that many people say you have to either love yourself or know thyself before you can have a beautiful, connected relationship, and why that can be so loving and compassionate and kind for someone else if you have put the effort into doing that for yourself. So when we get into relationships, and I've talked about this before, it's important to understand what is relationship for you, and to look at that and really understand what that looks like. And most people have never actually looked at it because they've just ran by what social conditioning is. You know, relationship is X, Y, and Z because that's what I've been told relationship is. But what is relationship for you? So after my marriage broke down, I spent a lot of time looking at this. a lot of time looking at this, a lot of time looking at myself, a lot of time trying to understand where I went wrong. You know, each person in relationship is responsible for their own behavior. So even though I was in a power and control relationship, I had to look at the mirroring and what it was teaching me, and where I was unkind, where I wasn't loving, where I was stuck in my ego, where I was focused on my own traumas and pains and conflict, and how I couldn't see the other person because of that. Because when you're stuck in your own stuff, it makes it impossible to have the ability to see the truth of anything outside of self. So I spent a lot of time going, okay, well, initially the thought was, it's unfair for me to think that one person can meet all my needs. So I went into this whole researching and understanding and looking at polyamory and thinking, well, do I even want a relationship, or do I want to be single and just have many romantic, loving connections? Brad's just got back to the boat. I'll be like, shh, turn the music down. Is it loud? Is it too loud? Just tell me if it's too loud and I'll like yell at him. I'll be the typical female in a relationship. Yucky. So I, it's actually rather distracting. Focus, Danielle, focus. I spent a lot of time looking at that dynamic and whether or not it was fair to expect that one person could meet all my needs. You know, I am bisexual. I believe actually, I wouldn't even like to use that labels. I'm soul sexual. I love different energies. I love different people. I am attracted to energy and someone's soul. So I was started to develop all of this and look at it and understand the dynamic, and I didn't know really, but at that point I was like, well, I think I just want to live on my own and have many lovers and love. Okay, so this is not just like sex, this is love. I want to have love with many people, and I didn't really know what that looked like, and I knew it would be a discovery along the way. And then I got to a point where I was like, hang on, it's not really fair for me to even expect to love someone, to expect other people to meet my needs. I have to meet my needs. So it like developed further into that, and it was like, okay, well, how do I want to live my life? You know, what are my needs and how can I fulfill them? What's important to me? What things do I require to have fulfillment daily? And when I get to that, then how do I have a full relationship? So it's having, hey, Bob, turn it down a tiny bit. Thank you. I didn't yell. I asked with love. So it's looking at it and it's having two whole people. So it got to that point of like, okay, you've got to have two people that know thyself enough that they know their purpose, they know their direction, they know where they have failed in the past, which are not failures, they're little successes because they teach you more of who you are. And then know how to show up in the relationship. Yeah, it's a beautiful song, isn't it? Brad has the best taste in music. It actually makes me like so mushy because I've never liked any of my partner's music taste to that degree. All right, off topic. But so knowing what it is, how you have failed in the past and how you can bring that into the future. And the only way to do it is by self-reflection and to look at these things and stop pointing the finger outsidewards and point it inwardly. And that only happens through analyzing and understanding and healing. But if you know how you function, so looking at how you function, looking at your behaviors, looking at your programs, looking at, you know, how do you live your day, looking at how you respond to triggers, looking at how you know, your patterns, how you wake up in the morning, how your energy is in the evenings, and understanding yourself and understanding what keeps you in alignment, understanding what brings you contentment and joy, and knowing all of that so that then when you do come into a relationship, you can share that and you can say, okay, so this is who I am, and I've spent a lot of time learning myself, and it will continually evolve as I grow and as I move forward, because as we're evolving, we're continually, oh, well, maybe that belief and that thing doesn't work for me anymore and it's changed. So I'm going to have to communicate and share something different. And if you know yourself, then you can share that with someone so they can understand you, because the biggest issue in relationship is we make the assumption that everyone that we're with functions the way we do, or we assume that they see the world the way we do, and it's not true. We all see the world through our own experience, our own traumas, our own energies, and the only way we can start to see outside of that is by having curiosity for other people and having curiosity to learn someone. Okay, so I'm not that way, but I understand that I function this way. How do you wake up? You know, how do you like to start the day? Or when you get triggered, what do you need from me to help you through the trigger? And the only way you can do that, and the only way you can be that support for someone else, is to know yourself. And if you haven't spent time learning and knowing yourself, you cannot give that space or that ability of understanding or even caring until you find that within yourself. And if one person has got that, and hopefully both of you have gotten to that point where you're curious enough to learn, how can I love you more? How can I understand you more? How can we grow more together? Then you can vulnerably and openly say that this is how I feel love. This is how I see relationship, and these are the experiences I want to have. These are the way I want to move through our arguments. These are the way I want to move through the contrasts. This is what I need from you. This is what I need for myself. So that instead of causing separation from assumptions and judgments and pulling away and pushing away and shutting down and closing off, you can open yourself up and communicate this of, all right, this has come up for me. I'm in this trigger, right? So I'm in this trigger right now, and I need to process it because I'm a masculine energy. That's how I function at my core. Very feminine also. Do like to flow and dance, but I function in the masculine energy as all of my alignment activities are masculine energy. All of the way my mind actually works and the way I think about things and is masculine. So being consciousness is a masculine energy. Consciousness is my highest priority. Whereas the feminine energy is love, right? So you've got people that want to live in love, which is cool, but it just means they're more feminine energy. But if you don't understand that, and you don't understand how your mind works, and you don't understand how being is, so you can balance out yourself and learn yourself and start to become more whole, because it's not about being one or the other. It's about being all of the energies over time so that you can reach this oneness and unity within. Then I forgot what I was going to say. If you don't have that understanding, though, you can't communicate it. So, okay, I remember. I'm that masculine energy, and I know that. So I know when I'm in a trigger, I need time and space. I need time and space, because I need to go, oh, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I in my ego? Why am I being an asshole? So that I can then say to Brad, I love you. You know, I love you. This is not about you. This is about me. I need to go and sit in some space and time, and I need some separation. But it doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means that I need to sit in that space so I can understand my thoughts, so I can analyze myself, so I can look at what's going on here, what this is really about, because it's never about what you think it is. And then that way he doesn't feel rejected. He doesn't go into hurt. He doesn't feel that separation, because I've explained this is how I process my stuff. And it brings us closer together, because I've been able to communicate that, because I know that's me, and I trust myself, and I know myself, and I can say it with conviction. I can say it with love and kindness. Nearly coughed in your face. I love you. Have an absolutely beautiful day. I can't wait to see you again on Live Time. Any comments below, any aha moments, I would love to hear them. And if you are after any further mentoring, relationship counseling, if you're after any of the ceremonies that we have coming up, please let me know what your interests are with what we have available, because I would love to be of contribution to you. All right. Mwah. I love you.